Hey guys, back again. So, it's been a long time since I recorded anything, and also it's been a long time since I used something related to JS, like a React, Angular, or Vue, or anything like that, or even not. Due to work, I do work now with PHP and WordPress and all that, so I haven't done anything related to JS in a long time. But now I do have time and I'm going to set up something for a future, a little tutorial that I'm planning to do. You see that I haven't really added anything to GitHub in a long time and also to the channel. So what I'm going to do is get some stuff that I have on my repo and add them to this installation of, I was going to say Angular, not about React. And let me just show you. Okay, let me just minimize the OBS, and okay, you can see what I have here, this React Client 2021 that I'm planning to maybe connect with the Node.js stuff that we built last time, and just to get some details about something, not a full app, but just, because I do have several tutorials on the channel. But okay, let's cut the crap and continue because I want to do this. And I want to make this as fast as I can. So let me go to my repos and let me go to React. And I want first, let me just go to package.json. Okay, let me just make this bigger. So you can see what I have installed. I installed a React DOM and React Query. We're going to connect React Query to the stuff we have on Node.js. Okay, I will need to see how to do that, but is something that I want to add to the channel because this is an important asset in React right now. But I want to set up the basic stuff for this and to finish it later. So what I want is how I had my other ones set up. Let me just go to JSON Web Token because I do have something React.js, React, RxJS, and JSON Web Token. And let me go to source. Okay, I do have this auth with a header.js, okay, that is for authentication, and an out.js that also is for authentication. And this is the class that I want to make or something similar to export the functions from a React query. Hopefully that will work, but let's see. At least I will try to make it work. So if I have okay, so first we need to make a new folder, not there but in source, that is query. And let me just add a new file that is query.js, if I'm correct. Yep. So I'm just mimicking what I do have here, and let me just go to React query to see if I can see something. I also have a new monitor, okay, and at least I can now record with 1920 by 1080. Okay, so we need to go to docs and close this one. Installation, quick start. So we actually need to import all these. Let's see. From React query. Okay, we should have that. Okay, we need to create a client. So let me just go to the class. But you know what? Okay, you already know, or you already see what I want to do here. Let me just cut this and just prepare a class because I don't want to set up a class with all this, but in this video, but I want to do it later to test everything. So let's just say okay, so this is with RxJS. I might not need RxJS, so I do have something else We just want a simple class there with Firebase. So React context Firebase out. I want to have a class only there, and I just want to have the bare bones of the class. So this is going to help me. So class query, let's call it query, and I'm just going to import just a simple function. I'm doing this because I need to refresh my head, you know, and we're going to add the imports later. You saw the, okay, let me just copy that crap. I might not need all of this, but let me just copy it and I will finish it later. Okay, so we have a class query and we want to export, right, that class. Yeah, we want to export the new class so we can instantiate that on the components. And also I want to set up React DOM because I really cannot remember much of this. I've been like almost 2 years with PHP and my head is going to thinking about PHP, so not too much about what I have to do with JS. So I need to just okay. I do know all this stuff, what everything is doing. So let's just create a constructor here. It's just going to be an empty constructor. Okay. Later we are going to pass anything if I see that we need to pass something in the constructor. If not, we're just going to say we're just going to create some functions. So async get posts, something like that. I need to test several stuff to see if we can return everything from and see how to cache it, of course, with a React query. So you might not see too much here. So let's say constant posts is going to be equal to an empty array, maybe. Or let's say post 1 and post 2, and we're going to return that posts. So let's get it as async. That shouldn't be a problem. It's going to resolve immediately, and this is going to be get posts from node. Okay, something like that. Let me just make this bigger because I know that some people might have issues seeing with the change in the resolution. So yeah, let's get posts. That should be all. Even if can I update with this thing? Oh no, this is just for querying, right? And fetch and update data in your React. No, so what I see, this update data is going to be inside the components, okay? So we are not going to be able to fetch, to update using that, okay? So we will need to set up, at any case, we will need to set up a custom update function, but this is not a full app. So there are a ton of tutorials on the channel to see how to update stuff even with MERN and min. Well, not a ton, but there are a few videos in the channel, so you can check those. Then we're going to focus on just how receiving, caching, and all that crap. Okay. So I do have the query. What else I need to do? I don't think I need to do anything else. Just this simple class. Okay, so we should get. Let me just check it out. Okay, I want to go back here. I can do mutations. Oh no, it does have a use mutation. Okay, okay, so we're going to set a, let me just forget about this, async update posts. Okay, so this is something similar to GraphQL, as I see. It's okay. First, use mutation hook. So we might need to use, okay, we do have use mutation and use query. So you know what this reminds me? Reminds me to Akita in Angular. So yeah, and let's say let's just say a console here, updating posts. Okay, so we might need to actually add that with inside our application. Okay, so that shouldn't be a problem. Just a form, just 2 pages, one for the query and another one, well, 3 pages. Oh no, two, because I can set the post and the form in the same page, so or the same component, so that shouldn't be a problem. I can just copy what I have on any of these posts repos. So I'm exporting this, so I should be able to. Now what I need to actually, let me see how I had this. No, I should be able to grab them from the class directly. So we do have the query, and let me just close the package.json. So I want to see, and I want to add the suspense and all that. I know I have something about that. Suspense. Because if I want to do something, why not just do it with all the stuff that you will need? So I need to set a routes. Okay, I need to set a routes. So let me just create a new folder here in the source, not folder, but well, it can be a folder, right? But let's say just routes.js. So, okay, so we import this. Okay, we actually import this. So I still need to do the main and the add posts components, which I don't have. So let me just copy this one. Okay, there. Let me just make this a little bigger. Okay, so we can see that, and add post, of course, we can see that. Okay, so I'm importing switch and route from Reactjs DOM, which I already have installed, and we're going to define the main and the add post for this. Okay, so also we need to define a routes array. Okay, it's a constant. Okay, so this is going to be a functional component, and we're going to render. You remember that with the parentheses, we're going to render the stuff that we have inside here. So let's go by parts. So if I do React suspense, and the fallback is going to be this text, and let me just close the React suspense. React that suspense. Okay. No, I wanted to close that. Okay. That stops that line from the error. And we are going to define which path and what component I want to render. So I have this route, not component, but yeah, let's say a component. So we're going to match the exact path of this main route, and we're going to render our main component. Okay, we still don't have that, so that's going to show us an error if we try to get it. And you know, actually, actually, what I will need to do is not add post like that, you know. This is going to be something like a post, and because what I'm going to do is just to merge these two, the add post and the post ID in the same. So the post ID is going to have the form to update, and we should be able to get the updated version. So I'm still not sure how that will work with React Query, but we will see. Of course, I will try to make it as so this is just a post. Okay, so I will try to make it as useful as I can. Okay, but all this is inside a switch. I didn't see that. Sorry. Let me just copy this, and that's it. That is not closed. Let me just close that one. That is correct. Okay, that seems to be correct. And then we just need to export default. Okay, export default the routes. Okay, so that should be it. So we should get okay, the routes are with a capital there, but let's just make it like that. So okay, we do have here. So we need to how the heck components were created. Okay, I do need actually I do need a folder with React. Okay, I do remember Angular, a ton of Angular. So I didn't need to do that. With Angular, we just say ng generate component, and we generate a folder. Then with the test files, the JS, not JS, sorry, the CSS and the TS files. Okay, so that's actually easier. But I actually forgot that we do need to set a components inside the source here in React. So let me just go there and create a components. So what if I try to run this? I do have this here, okay? So actually we haven't done any change to the index. It's the index, right? The index.js. Okay, so we need to do this one, of course. We need to import the browser router into the index.js. So let's just go here. So I'm merging a couple of repos in one. Okay, so that's why I'm going from one repo to another one. And I decided why not just to, you know, it's inside the stream mode. Okay, why don't we just record that and show the guys and actually add some content to the channel that has been stale for so long. So we do have the restrict, but we can add inside the browser router. It's good to have something updated that I can see with all this. Okay, and from what I remember, React, or what I have seen, React and Angular haven't changed a ton. Just had some things that were deprecated and all that. So yeah. So I mean, this is the way I try to set up my React stuff. So to show you, okay, so this is going to be a update, mutate posts, and send to node. Maybe I don't know. Let me just add that right now. So what I needed to do, I needed to go to the components. Okay, actually I need a component, and if I recall it, I need to say main.js, and the other one is going to be the what I said, post, right? Post.js. But post is going to receive, I didn't say that, okay. It's going to receive an ID. So when we click a post, it's going to take us to that page, okay? So, or that page between quotes, that component, I must say, in the, you know, with PHP, you have to refresh a ton, okay? Usually with React, Vue, Angular, any SPA, you don't have to. Okay, you have this routing that is taking care of that. So each component and each info inside the component is updated as needed. So you don't have to refresh the page. But with PHP, you do have to do that, and it's hard for a JS developer to do that, since you know that mostly 90%, 99% of the times you will not need to refresh the page. Only a few specific times you will need to do those kind of functions, maybe to bind and unbind the the page, but not much really. So yeah, let me just go, and we do have this. But we need to just go to the index.js and change. Let me just see what not the index.js, sorry, but there's one file, app.js. Okay, let me just go to app.js, and okay, so we might not need. Okay, so yeah, we need. Okay, and we need to import use state and use effect. Maybe we will need those because I will see how compatible those things are. Maybe we can use those with a React query, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen too much about React query, but I'm going to check it. So that's why I'm preparing this. Okay, so we actually don't need to make this logos to import the logos PG and the other thing. So did I? Okay, okay, okay. Okay, what the fuck is that? Okay, well, I can't remember much. So we're going to review as we go. So this is going to, yep, logo is not defined. So I don't need the logo here, and I don't need this edit. I also don't need, we don't need anything of this. We have this class name app header that logo is not defined. I'm not using logo anymore, so. Okay. I don't know why I had to refresh that, but okay. So class name app. Okay, let me just see what I had there. I had a container. Okay, that's cool. Deep class name. Oh, forgot about the class name. Damn, I'm rusty. So we need to set up a container. So we go and inspect the page. Okay, so we can see the deep class container inside our deep class app that is being injected inside the root. Okay, so we should be cool with that. And only navigation. Okay, so let's go with the navigation too. That is a partial, right? Oh no, that is just this thing. And okay, we will see what this add post page is. Add post page. What the freak is that? Let me just add post show contact. Oh, okay, okay. What I was doing here is that I'm checking the path. If the path is equal to add post, then what I'm going to do, or it's not equal, sorry, if the path is not equal to add post, I do have show contact because I'm lazy and I actually didn't change that. But what it's going to do is going to add the link to the add post page when we are not in that page, because if we are in the add post page, sorry, then I don't want to show a link that says in the navbar add post page, okay, because we are already there. So what I'm going to do is just Okay, so I actually have two because let me just get this link, lazy loading link. So jQuery, no jQuery, and I've been using a ton of jQuery too. Damn, man. So it's React query altogether defined. Okay. Okay, link is not defined, so we actually need to import from the router DOM the link. Okay, and use history. That I remember the use history was okay. I was using use history here in order to set the path location and then use this check. Okay, that's just what I was doing. So what else? Okay, I can see React query here. I can click and I can go there. So actually, this is going to be like the brand, right? So let me just say class name brand, and here we can add another one that is going to say no, this is just a menu, so we don't need this. This is going to be just the menu, and we're going to go to main if I'm correct. What the fuck? Yeah, I should go to main, and no, and the other link is going to be only when we click that stuff. So we just want to go to main. It's going to be like home, right? Or not main, because actually, oh no, 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 no. So yeah, it's going to be like this. So this is going to be something like home too. Uh, uh, you will see how to add that. I really, I'm trying to think what I want to do in terms of this navigation, but actually sometimes you do have uh, a query. I mean, a query. The logo that when you click the logo, it takes you to the homepage, right? And we have the homepage that is actually the main route. So that should be fine. It's like an overkill because we don't need actually this is we have, but yeah, let's leave it like that, and we can just style it to make it work the way we want or to make it look the way we want. So this is actually done, and okay. So let me just add a link just to test that the router is working. So let's go to post and ID1. So let's go to post, and that should work. Okay, so it takes us to the post one, but the post one and the main don't have any content. So we need to import. Let me just copy that. That isn't too much. So we need to import React and all that. I'm using fragment because I wanted to do this. Where is that crap? Oh no, I actually added a fragment like that. So why is... Well, let's just do it like that. Fuck it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let me just do it like that. Let's say constant main. That should be all that we need. The other one is use history, then the service. Okay, we need to import the service, of course. Import, yep. Or query. Okay, let me just go here and rename it. Query service. So let's just test that. I mean, let me just grab all this first, make all this work. and then we can just start adding what I did wrong here. Okay, so that's constant main, sorry, is equal, and then is assigning the function there. So this is going to be done with React query, yeah, React query. So we don't need that. And we're going to return the fragment. Okay, so let me just copy, well, not copy, but let's just add it. Return. Okay, a fragment there. And then what I did there is a banner for to show the image. I think I can't remember too much about this. Oh yeah, because this is okay. Let me just get a header there, and let's just make this bigger. And okay, so that was the. Okay, let's just do something like just a simple thing. Okay, so and I'm using React suspense, React router hooks, and React query. So this should be like a ampersand, like that, and this should be a comma there. So let's just do this, and we need to export actually the main export default. You know, I do remember most of this, but I just getting it like I cannot see this. Why I cannot see this then? Is this thing working? Okay, so okay, because you know what I forgot actually, and we're just going to do the same for the. In fact, I'm not going to import this. Oh yeah, I need to import it because I want to test the stuff, the service. Okay, so I want to go and I want to actually do the change inside the app JS that I need to add the routes first. Did I add the routes there? I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay. Nope, I didn't. Oof. It's been a long time, guys. But there should be an nice review. At least to set up all this. And I don't need link. Okay, I don't need link and user link, right? Okay, I already have that. And use history, sorry. I actually have React, use state and use effect there. Do I need this anymore? Why wasn't defined actually there? Seems to be working, right? Okay, let's just keep that one off then. Oh, you know what? Because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need the use state and use effect. No, not inside this. Sorry. We're going to need that inside the main, which I already have that, and inside the post. So, okay, and I do have to add the routes below. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. Okay, but I'm in main. I'm not going to add that in main. I'm going to add that here. Okay, so the route should be working now. Yeah. Oof, guys, that's a ton of work. So we have this. We can style that with. Okay, I made a mistake there. Just make this like that, and it's amp. amp for or from, yeah, it's ampersand. So we need to make that work there. Just make this even like that. And okay, the rest is just CSS, and I'm not going to care about that, or I'm not going to worry about that. So the header, div, and this is the main. Okay, and here we actually want to add, and how I added that, we actually want to add some, oh, but it was with a return, right? With a return, and if I wanted to do or to get something, I needed to map whatever I had. So we're going to receive the posts in an array, I think, from React query, and then we're going to loop through those posts, add them, and show them in the main page. Okay, so we actually don't need to do that right now, but we actually we need to test the service. So okay, I'm going to import, not inside this sort, I'm going to import my I need to call it query, or let's say query service, and we're going to export new query service. I don't want to have any problem with the query from here and the naming, so let's just call it query service. So we need to import query service from and we have it on, we don't have it on the services, but we have it on source, query, and query service. That should be it. So in fact, this should be inside a folder called services. So let me just do something right now. Go here, not public, sorry, source, and let me just create a new folder called services and just add the query there. And it's going to be just one up. Okay. Services, and that should fix it, right? Yep. Yeah, okay, a ton of use is all this is from the service, and we're seeing this right now because we are actually, okay, let me just make that one go there. Okay, and let's just, no, I don't need this. Okay, so let's just grab this one here and push it up, and maybe you can see that. So yeah, we will have the import query, and now we're seeing this. What happens if I remove this? Let me just show you. Control S. Okay, let me just close this and say CLS, and let's just say npm start again, so you can see the change there, and it's a nice review, guys. I do like to work with React, Angular, and Vue. Okay, we're seeing use history. It's defined but never used because we do have it inside the I added that. Okay, I do have it here. I might not need it, but let's just keep it there. You can see it's on app.js line 1 and in the 16th character, I think. So the other ones are on main.js, and you can see it's saying use state and use effect are used, are defined but never used. Okay, so we need to set that. And if I do add the import, the query service is compiling, and you can see now it shows all that. Why? Because it's going, okay, that is deleted between quotes, but it's actually was moved to another folder. So it's grabbing all this because it's seeing them from the service. Okay, so this is actually how I wanted to set this up, and I want to just do a use state. Not this. I still need to add one. Okay, I don't need to do it here. Use effect. Okay, and that was using or setting. Okay, let's just do something like this. I'm going to set this use state to be post, and we're going to use set post to add them. Though we might not need that right now, but let's just use effect and actually get something from the service. So what we're going to do now is yeah, we need to set or define something. So let's say let's do it like the subscription, so that should work. Though it's not a real subscription because we're not using Reactjs, or we're just returning from the query service this array. So what I want to do is actually yeah, we do have posts there, so we're going to say yep, post subscription is going to be equals to my service, that is the query service that, and we should get the function set posts. Why I'm not getting that? Let's just do it like this. Okay, get posts, and let's just say oh, you know what, because I'm using here Reactjs, let me just check it out. No, it's one up. Package.json. I'm using Reactjs. Okay. Then I might need to install Reactjs to make it even. Let's do this console.log post subscription. I want to see what that gives me. Sorry if you hear some banging there. The neighbors, they like to hit stuff, you know. So I'm in source. So I don't want to go to what I wanted to do. That fucking banging. Oh, I wanted to see the use effect. So we actually don't have a subscription there. So maybe let's just get it. That shouldn't be a problem. Unless it's wrong actually, but and we're going to subscribe this. Okay. Okay, I needed to add, this is what I wanted to see. I needed to add this. So let's just see if this works. Let's go to console. And if I go was disconnected, refresh. Okay, query services are exported from services query services. Okay, I didn't change the export new query service. That should be it. What I'm doing wrong? Why I have this one here? What? Okay, okay. No, I didn't want to close that one. Attempt to import query services imported from services query service. Import query service. So how I define the class here for Firebase? I just want to see that. It's been a long time, guys. I just want to get used to this again. I want to see React. Direct Firebase out because I do have a service or this Firebase config. That should be all. Exporting class. Okay, and I'm going to export a new query service. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how I was getting that without the curly braces, components and main. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's a promise. And we get an array of 2. So you know what? I want to add Reactjs because it's easier for me to subscribe to that and unsubscribe. But you might not need to use Reactjs, you know? And you might find it a little odd if you haven't seen my other React and Reactjs. You can see them, okay, in this React Harvest out. There's a video in the channel about that. So yeah, you might not need to add. Okay, so that should be mm, that should be what I need. Mm, yeah, I'm returning the post. You can see that it's post 1 and post 2. And actually, I don't want to add them. Okay, I still need to add the post. So let's just add the post, and this should be the verbs that we need. Yeah, a few things might need to go, and I might need to fix another couple of things, but the service is connected. I will see how to use the React query with the rest of the stuff because I do have an idea of the project I want to build here. It's just a simple thing, nothing too fancy, just to have that. Okay, so wait, I need to say okay. I know what is going to okay. I know what is wrong there. First of all, I'm using async. So what I need to say is to add. Okay. That's why it was returning a promise because I was using a wait, async there. So we need to set this function as async outside of use effect actually in order to work. And we say use effect here. And we need to add this empty array because it's going to look for whatever is inside. Sorry, not out, but in. Whatever is inside this empty array. And whenever that changes, it's going to refresh the state of the component, okay, or re-render the component. Yeah, that's the word, re-render the component. But if this is empty, it's just not going to find anything and no reason to re-render. So I'm using let post. Okay, let me just grab this let post and add it there. It's just an empty array, and I'm going to add whatever I have to the. Okay, so let me just say constant p equals to await what I have from query service that get post. Now you can see that is completing that. Okay, and let's say catch. I don't want to add a try catch there. I can do this, and if there's an error, I just want to say console.log any error that happens there, or maybe there is an error. Okay, so something like that. And we need to just console log. P. Let's see what that brings us. Yeah, because I might need to loop through that, but let's actually do this. Remove that one and just say console log and see what it brings. Okay. This mutation, all that is set. I have to refresh for some reason. It's not giving me any error. Okay, because I'm stupid, guys. And I forgot that I actually need to say get post inside the use effect. Okay, in order to, yeah, you can see that. Oof, it's been a while, guys. So actually for the newbies that are watching, thankfully I do remember most of this stuff, but the way it's structured is something that I still cannot grasp after almost 2 years of working with pure PHP. So yeah, but once you learn something, it's really hard to forget about everything, you know. So yeah, so we have the console log p, that is the post that you can see is the post 1, 2, and we can loop actually to those here. If we want it, we will need to set let posts, or yeah, we could actually add it in the state, but let's just go to the post and add the same here. Let me just close the service because we know it's working, and let me just copy all this and just show some dummy message in the post, and let's say constant post is going to be this, and we're going to need a post there. We're just going to keep that in the state and set post. So we will need to grab our info there, and I'm going to use this right now for the use effect in order to get, no, I do have update post, but then I need, okay, I will need one more function inside the query service, that is the get post. Get post with the ID, and we're going to return, let's just say console log returning post. So this is just a simple thing, and get post catch, and we need to pass the ID to this one. Let's add 1 there, and let's go to post. It's not going to work because we don't have the rest, and we need to say get post here also. Change this to get post, and we need actually to go to main and copy the return and export. No, the return first because I do have that closed. The fragment, let me just see if I needed a fragment there. If I remember, fragment is something that is going to be rendered as a div. Let me just see post here. Yeah, I'm doing the from there. Yeah, the fragment, I'm just going to say a paragraph that is going to be this is the post page, and we actually need, why do I have this? Is that correct? Okay. Yeah. So I do need to say export default post. Yep, that should be it. Okay. Post is undefined, where that is. Mm, what? Why is undefined? Should okay. Let me just. Sorry, I went to Gmail. Tell me just go to console. Yeah, it's returning post. Okay. Yeah, because it's not returning actually anything. What I want to do, or what I can do, is here return. This is the post. A text there. So that's. Let's see if that returns. Still is undefined. Okay, so I'm just going to say something. Let me just say. Oh, it's not here. Sorry. Also, I look P, but I want to go to the service and just say return. This is the post, something like that. And you can see now it's not undefined, but it's returning this text, this string. So that fixes the undefined there, and we can just do the same with the update posts. But we're still not calling this. There's no need to call that. We do have the because once we are going to update, we need to set up a form. Okay, but I want to set that up later. It's been I don't know the time, almost 1 hour. Took me almost 1 hour to set up a really simple thing after 2 years of not working with this. Okay. Oof. So yeah, thankfully I do have a ton of repos with ton of info about React and Angular that I can just use as a base of anything. So we shouldn't lose any real content there. But yeah, this should be all. Guys, I know it's a kind of meaningless video, but I wanted to just set this up. And you can see it's just going to show sometimes the, as you saw that, the loading from suspense. So this is our simple thing that we have, and we're going to add the React query later inside our class. We have everything as we want. Okay, and we're going to start adding the functionality here. I'm not sure when, maybe next week. I should be able to do it during the weekend. So yeah, guys, that's the next in the channel. So thank you, and see you in the next one.